Kisumu County Senator Professor Tom Ojienda issued bursaries and scholarships to 35 students from his county. So far, over 700 students have benefited from the initiative. The senator stated that this was his personal goal in order to ensure students from needy families pursue their dreams.
So far we have done over 8 million shillings, 8,372,000 to over 792 students. It's a process. What we have done as a Senate office is to source money from different friends and from our pockets, basically own resources to support education to different schools. We had an avalanche of applications for bursary because the constituents of Kisumu County do not know that the Senate office does not receive CDF. The NG CDF is only given to members of parliament, and that is it. But constituents find themselves in this office, and we therefore have made an effort to assist from our own pockets and ensure that we take these needy students to school. And it's a process that has been going on for the last 3 weeks before the opening and will continue. And that is why we have spent over 8 million shillings just on scholarships. 792 beneficiaries so far to today. Today we've issued to 35 students, 35 more, and we'll continue to do that. Today was 15,000 per beneficiary. We've maintained that standard. Some are more, some are full scholarships. And I think we look at the need, we assess, and when we know that, for instance, one has no parents and is incapable of raising even a shilling, we are able to make payments direct to the school. We've done to schools, because they have admission letters to schools, so that we make a meaningful change in the lives of these individuals.
Addressing the media on his visit to the Statehouse, he cited that the visit was purely strategic and he will work with all government agencies to improve the livelihood of the people of Kisumu. He said that he will continue with his role at the Senate too.
The visit to Statehouse was simply a strategic visit because I was summoned to Statehouse following the agreement on the various projects for Kisumu County. That was it. And the choice was, do I attend for my people as a representative, that's representation, or do I refuse? And I said it is important that the people take the center stage. So that we then also must look at the output. What are the real outputs? And the outputs will be there to be seen. This is not one of them. This is a scholarship that is from myself. And this has been going on. But a meaningful engagement with government, because you're part of government anyway. Once you are elected, you're in government. Yes. You're a state officer, you're in government. Yes. So I think we have an old misconception about government as this entity. The presidency is just but one arm of government. And you cannot afford not to work with the presidency and with the other arms of government. Parliament is an arm, the judiciary is an arm. So that amalgam, the functioning of all these arms is what is called government. So the problem, I think, was engaging the president because he's from another political party. But I think we must look at the president from his role as the representative of every Kenyan. He's the embodiment of the republic in the constitution. He's not just a party leader. Those party things are beside the point. For instance, I remain in ODM. We have different people in different parties, but they're elected and they serve in government. Even those in Kenya Kwanza or Azimio are from different parties. But service is about ideology and about eventually what you bring to the people. I am firmly on the ground to ensure that my people in Nyando, Kisumu County, get dikes, that they get affordable seed rice and seed maize, that we have proper roads, that those roads that are in disrepair are marram properly, that I work with the MCAs to ensure that we deliver to the public. Now, those are roles that must be taken. That, of course, I also undertake oversight so that the county government works. That I shall do with all my strength, and I continue to perform. And I am, by no measure, I would say that I am competent to perform my roles. Nobody can question that. On the legitimacy of the president, I think there's a constitutional, I think there's the political question that I do not want to get into because there is a framework defined by law on how individuals are sent to power. There's an election, a declaration by IBC. You know, I'm a lawyer, besides being a politician. So I understand that framework very clearly. So that is beyond question that you cannot talk about legitimacy because legitimacy is forlorn. It is a constitutional question. The other political questions are beyond me because that is politicians doing politics. That's a different question. But in my mind and in my view, and this is a correct objective position, you have a president and a country, because otherwise if you say there was no president, then there can be no legislature, there can be no judiciary. Therefore, you cannot be an MP when you're saying there was no president, there was no election. And how can you talk about an MP? How can a member of parliament say that there's no election? How can I be a senator when I say there's no election? Or there's no framework of recognition? Was I sworn in if there was no apex? You know, those are not legal questions. Those are political questions, philosophical questions, but there's a president, there's a country, and we have business to run as politicians.
He reaffirmed that he still belonged to the Azimio One Kenya Alliance party.
Opposition politics is about oversight and correcting what is wrong. That I shall continue to do. As an opposition politician, that I shall continue. But you see, as an opposition politician, you correct what is wrong, you affirm what is right. I cannot say that you tarmac for me a road I criticize and you tarmac for me the road, because the road is tarmacked. If it's not tarmac, I call for its tarmacking. If the education levels are poor or weak, I will speak against it as an opposition politician, because I'm a member of ODM, and that remains, that you cannot take away from me. But when government does right, say this is right. When there's government, say there's government.
Do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm Cindy Kavuchi.